Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Old Time Rock and Roll. I'm your host, David Tare, and every day on this channel, I profile a different famous rock and roll artist who was born on this day, September 7th. And today, on September 7th, 1936, this guy, Buddy Holly, was born, and he was a big figure in the history of rock and roll. As a matter of fact, he was one of the pioneers of rock and roll. I think he was from Waco, Texas, somewhere in Texas. But he appealed to a big audience, and he was very very popular for a few years. He had several big hits. First, he performed with a group called the Crickets. They're Buddy Holly and the Crickets. As Buddy Holly on the left on top. I guess he was pretty tall and maybe standing on top of some. And that's his backup band. They were called Buddy Holly and the Crickets. And they had a lot of really good songs. Some of their hit songs were That'll Be the Day. I think that was their biggest one. That was a number one. They also had songs like It's So Easy and True Love Ways and several others. I can't think of all of them. Maybe Baby. They had several big hits, and my uncle really liked them a lot. He was one of the first. They were one of the first rock bands my uncle was exposed to, and he loved them, and a lot of other people did too. And Buddy Holly was with the Crickets for a couple of years, and then I think in 1958 he went solo. He had some solo hits on his own, including Peggy Sue. I think that was his biggest solo hit, and unfortunately he died in a tragic plane crash. There were three people. This was what was known as the day the music died. He and his band and Richie Valens, and I don't know about the Crickets. I think the Crickets survived. Buddy Holly was solo at that time, but there are a couple other big rock and roll artists who were on this plane. Richie Valens and the Big Bopper. Richie Valens had a couple big hits, including La Bamba, Let's Go. Big Bopper only really had one hit. He started as a DJ, and his biggest hit was Chantilly Lace. So they were all three very popular music artists. As a matter of fact, they were heading towards a concert. There's a winter festival in Iowa, I believe, and the plane crashed before they were able to get there. It was bad weather, and I guess they just weren't even navigating. So it was a terrible day, February 3rd, 1959. Don McLean in the song American Pie talks about that day. He called it the day the music died. Um, so it was a tragic ending for Buddy Holly. And they made a movie about him in 1978, starring Gary Busey as Buddy Holly. I think it's an excellent movie. I do recommend this movie. He was a pioneer of rock and roll. He had some great music. He was only 22 when he died. Very tragic. But he left behind some really good music, and I like his music too. And that's my profile on Buddy Holly. And I hope you enjoyed it.